A lot of these kids, their parents, they come here and they have to jump into a full-time job pretty quick to pay the bills, and they don't get to learn English, or they may have large families to take care of, and their families just aren't equipped to best advocate for their children in a school system that they know nothing about, in a neighborhood that they don't know what it's like to grow up in. Not to say that their parents or their family doesn't care, but we speak the language, we're in tune to this school system, and we want to help be their voice that a lot of their families may not be able to voice otherwise. I think I quickly realized that these kids were not like any other kids I'd ever worked with. They came into a situation that was totally unfamiliar to them, and they're working hard to figure that out. For some reason, I feel like there's not a whole lot of people on their team. It started as a job, but it became a whole lot more to me. I think early on, just going and hanging out with them outside of this, I actually think the experiences outside of Heart House were the ones that really helped us get things done inside. That's how you get to know each other. Like, they know that this is my job. They know I have to be here from 2 to 6, but it's the things outside that really, I think, speak to them. And I don't do it because I want like some kind of trade that I come to their house and they come do work, but just like I want them to know that I care about them and that I don't find them to just be a student and they come here and it's over and I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I very much want to be a part of their lives, and hopefully they want me to as well. Several of the boys started kind of telling me stories about how they would go down to the creek, a creek just like a mile from here, and they would go fishing and catch these big fish. And I wanted to believe them, but it still seemed like a bit of a tall tale to me. And so eventually they said, okay, we're going this weekend. Do you want to come? I said, yeah. We were making this like crazy hike in this creek, and this creek is like a mile or two away from North Park Mall. I mean, we're talking, it's in the city. And so we started going along, and eventually they say they found a good place, and Akog gets in the water, and some of the other boys do, and they're kind of submerging themselves, and they come up and they've got some little ones, just some little like perch, real small. I was like, oh, that's nice, but like I said, they told me like some legends of large fish, and time goes on, and they're in there. Akog goes under, and all I see are bubbles, and all of a sudden he flings himself out of the water, and he's got this goofy smile on his face and this foot-long catfish in his hands, and I was just blown away. He put the fish into basically a school backpack and invited me back to his house. This middle schooler showed me how to gut a fish. Then he cooked them, like not just like heated them up, he seasoned them and added a lot of ingredients and took his time and clearly knew what he was doing, and within an hour's time of catching it, it was on the table. Our definition of talents in the United States doesn't usually consist of something like that. Like, I don't know too many places where you can go and find a middle school kid who can lead you to the spot in the river, get in and catch a fish with his hands, come home, gut it, cook it, and eat it. They're in middle school, but they made me feel incredibly special. I still consider it to be a huge privilege to be able to go through life with them.